I think there's three guys that I'm comfortable saying are three of the five best players ever.
These are the top three.
And it's Kareem, LeBron, and MJ.
We are not doing this again.
Kobe.
Kobe had no flaws. I don't like talking about guys' flaws, but if we're talking about the greatest ever, we should be allowed to pick apart people's games. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. You can't have any flaws.
But there are flaws.
Because everybody, when they talk about the most skilled players, the same guys always get brought up. It's Kyrie, it's Kobe, maybe Kevin Durant's in there. They don't talk about LeBron.
Why would they?
They don't talk about Shaq because to them, the best player is based on aesthetics, not necessarily performance and effectiveness.
Right. And who are you again?
JJ Redick wasn't ready for this one. Andre Iguodala looked him straight in the eye and said something that sent shockwaves through NBA media. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan had no flaws. JJ shifted in his chair. You could feel the tension through the screen. This wasn't just a hot take. It was a direct challenge to the LeBron is the GOAT narrative. And JJ, he wasn't having it. He scrambled to respond, pivoted the conversation, and tried to redefine what skills really meant. But deep down, everyone watching knew Iguodala had already drawn a line in the sand. And the wildest part? That one comment reignited one of the biggest debates in basketball history. Stick around, because what happens next exposes just how divided the NBA world still is over greatness, legacy, and what it really means to be flawless. The flawless statement that started it all. Andre Iguodala didn't stutter. He said it clear as day.
Kobe had no flaws.
Kobe had no flaws. Then doubled down. MJ should be in a world of his own. And just like that, the conversation flipped from a respectful debate to a full-blown philosophical war over basketball greatness. Iguodala, a finals MVP and one of the most respected defenders of his era, wasn't just talking as a fan. He was speaking from experience. He guarded these guys. He battled them.
Kobe looking back at the clock. Working against Iguodala. And on the crossover, Kobe! Putting on a huge display at the end of this one. You think the Laker fans here are enjoying it just a little?
They called him for the push-off, but on his last basket, they didn't call him for anything as he whoops.
He knows what greatness looks like. And to him, Kobe and MJ were different beasts. But it wasn't just praise. This was a subtle shot at someone else. Someone JJ wasn't going to let slide. But the real tension? That came when JJ tried to redefine the word flaw. JJ's counter, changing the criteria. JJ Redick didn't argue against MJ or Kobe. That would have been a losing battle. Instead, he changed the game completely. Rather than focusing on aesthetics, he pivoted toward resume, championships, longevity, stats, era. He suggested that flawless wasn't just about on-court skills. It had to include context, production, and sustained dominance. Basically, he brought LeBron into the conversation, indirectly. JJ knew what Iguodala meant, but by shifting the argument, he made it about everything else. Because on skill alone, LeBron does have flaws, and everyone in that room knew it. But the wildest part? Iguodala wasn't finished. He had more truth bombs to drop. The LeBron James problem. Here's the uncomfortable truth JJ was dancing around. LeBron James, for all his greatness, has visible holes in his game.
Quarter, saving some of the tank.
James gets inside but misses it, comes up short. Here comes James ahead of the pack, goes up. Oh, he does it. The Jokic stolen by James. Keeps it alive. James drives baseline, layup, missed it. Rebound.
Free throws? Inconsistent. Handle? Not elite. Clutch factor? Often questioned. Shot creation? More power than precision.
Airball game. How do you play?
Still open. James looks for his spot. Airball.
So that's where my friends and I would play airball.
Iguodala never said LeBron wasn't great, but he made it clear. Greatness doesn't mean perfection, and the stats back him up. Kobe was a killer from the line. MJ too. LeBron? Still hovering around 73%. And there have been games, big games, where he missed when it mattered most.
You look for the layup instead on the fly by LeBron. And a good look. It's in and out.
LeBron James misses the layup there. He's not done that a lot. He's 10 of 15 in the game.
But here's where it gets even messier. We'll get there in a sec. Kobe, MJ, and the myth of perfection. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan weren't just great scorers. They were complete players, mid-range assassins, elite defenders, ice-cold clutch performers, mentally untouchable. Iguodala wasn't just making a statement, he was presenting a standard, a level of excellence where you couldn't find a weakness. Not in effort, not in mentality, not in performance. And when you ask NBA defenders, the guys actually tasked with stopping them, most will tell you the same thing. You couldn't game plan for MJ. You couldn't break Kobe. They simply didn't give you anything to exploit. Which begs the question, if perfection is the standard, can LeBron ever really be in that conversation? Why JJ had to push back? Here's the thing. JJ Redick isn't just a podcaster. He's a media figure deeply tied to modern narratives about LeBron, analytics, and redefining legacy. So when Iguodala said Kobe and MJ were flawless, JJ wasn't just reacting as a basketball analyst, he was reacting as a defender of the new school. To him, it's not just about talent, it's about what you did with it. And in that realm, LeBron's resume is almost unmatched. So JJ did what most media figures do when their hero is under fire. He reframed the argument, added new variables, and tried to shift the spotlight. But this wasn't just about basketball, it was about legacy control. And Iguodala had no interest in playing that game. Skill versus greatness, the ultimate debate. Let's break this down. There's a difference between being the best and being the most skilled. Kyrie Irving, possibly the most skilled ball handler ever. Kevin Durant, arguably the most complete offensive weapon. Kobe and MJ, the perfect blend of skill, drive, IQ, and killer instinct. LeBron, he's a physical marvel, a basketball genius.
Genius, huh?
But when it comes to pure skill, he's not in the same league as those guys. And that's not hate, that's context. Andre Iguodala wasn't trying to diminish LeBron's greatness. He was reminding us that flawless isn't about stats or trophies, it's about what you leave on the floor. And Kobe and MJ, they left everything. Why this moment matters. This wasn't just a podcast disagreement. It was a rare moment of truth in a media landscape full of spin. Iguodala, respected and measured, stood firm on a simple idea. Perfection is rare. And in his eyes, only a few players in history ever touched it. Kobe, Jordan, that's it. The fact that this moment sparked so much discomfort only proves how tightly fans cling to narratives and how hard it is to accept when someone challenges them. But maybe that's the point. Maybe, just maybe, the greatest compliment you can give a player is saying you couldn't find a flaw, no matter how hard you looked. And that's a legacy even stats can't measure.